So on to the next, guys. We have a little bit more Disney news. It looks like Disney is really being very, very busy. They're busy now.
Yeah.
And we have some small bad news, but very commendable news to Disney, that Disney has joined the list of companies implementing sizable pay cut for their senior executives, due to the coronavirus. And so we have Bob Iger, for example, the chairman and currently the CEO or the ex-CEO that he's going to work into it. He's getting about 50% pay cut. Right. Now, of course, this crisis is coming, right? They're losing a bunch of money because of the parks,
right?
Of course, they have to hold production on a lot of things, and a lot of people are probably kind of not going to stick around long enough to enjoy or to last. The Disney Plus stuff, those Disney Plus original content, they're going to be pushed back, and a lot of people are probably not going to stick around for that. So my question is this a good idea for Disney to actually do all these pay cuts right now for their leadership?
I think what Bob Iger, which it has to be explained, he was the CEO of Disney, basically, that made every single decision, whether it would be in the Marvel department, whether in the park department with Disneyland and Disney World and all that stuff. And so he said, he wanted to be a little bit more creative and more time in other areas. And that's why he gave that job to someone else, or their own little Congress, I guess, gave the job to them. They both came together, it seems like, and they said to themselves, hey, you know what? We earn millions of dollars every year. Yeah. I think we can give some of that money up to the workers of these places of Disneyland and all the people that work for Disney Plus and all these other places, and they're sacrificing that, and it just shows exactly what kind of people they are, what kind of people they are now. I really do agree. I really think that they're doing this also because not only are they good people, they're good people, but I think social America now have put these companies that we expect something like this from them, because the world has become so social and so social media driven that if you hear, hey, Disneyland didn't pay his workers and they laid them off for I don't know how long and they didn't take care of them, but then you have a CEO making $22 million a year and in bonuses that have probably come out to millions of dollars sometimes, you don't have very much empathy for those people. I am sure that, they're people just like us. They can contract the virus or whatever they're doing as well, but they're in a more isolated area because they have all this money and they're not worried about rent. They're not worried about things that really the normal people.
I wouldn't say that necessarily, but
people worry about now.
Like the workers that are going to Disneyland, like the cast members and stuff. They don't have the luxuries that let's say a $48 million salary.
But Bob Iger also has other worries that we don't have.
Exactly.
He's thinking of the company and and we're going bankrupt because things of that nature. Right. Because I'm sure that a conglomerate like that can't sustain itself without it being completely. Daily having revenue coming in from people attending whatever their services is. So I think it's a great move. I commend Bob Iger. I also think though it's something that
like a PR move.
Exactly. So they're good people. Don't get me wrong. I just know that companies are doing it because it's the right thing to do.
So this is definitely something that is commendable. Like I said before, I really see how Disney is really being a leader in the space of entertainment. They're such a huge company, and them doing this and taking the decision to make a bunch of cuts throughout this time. I mean, the world is suffering right now. The world is hurting financially, and some people, unfortunately, are even hurting physically with the illness. And they are showing that they could also carry that burden for others as well. I mean, 48 million, half of that, man, like, I mean, that's a lot of money that could really pay for a lot of salaries throughout this crisis,
dude. Yes.
And so, you know, it's commendable, and this is what good leadership does.
Yes.
They step up, they take the blow, and a big blow, 50% pay cut. I mean, not a lot of people could do that. Of course, yes, they have a lot of money, but you know what? This guy and all these other chairmen, they're really taking up, you know, a space where they need to take that position.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they are. They're leading by example.
Yes,
and I'm really happy. I know a few people online, social media. I don't know, Jasmine, if you watch this, like I follow her on Twitter. She's one of the cast members. She's part of the Rise of Resistance. And she does an incredible job there. And you know, it's unfortunate to see her and her friends, cast members, that are not working right now. And I'm hoping and I'm praying that, you know, they are being relieved with this, you know, and I'm hoping that Disney is taking care of them. And to be quite honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if they are taking care of them. Right. I haven't really had a conversation with her about it, but you know, it's great to see. And you know, this is them showing like, hey, we're one of you guys. We're gonna get through this together, and that's really important, you know. And I think that every leader should, you know, have that mentality, and any good leader should carry that load for others and with others. So no matter how hard it could be, yeah. So good job, Disney. We appreciate you.
You guys
and
are
I
awesome.
hope that everyone stays positive during this time.